Okay, what we got here today, we got a Spectrum, which is a Harbor Freight special. This is a $100 spray gun. Now, with the warranty, 2-year unlimited warranty is $30. If you get this gun, you automatically have, I believe, a 90-day warranty. But then, if you want the 2-year warranty, you have to pay extra $30. So, if everybody remembers the review I did on this gun, which is a very, very awesome gun. It's the Central Pneumatic Siphon Feed Spray Gun. It's the, I believe, $40 special. And if you know how to treat the situation right, you can get a free one for the rest of your life. I'll let you figure that out yourself. But this, I've been looking at it, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should get it and actually try it. Now, this is called a high efficiency, HTE, okay? High transfer efficiency. Now, what that means is that this is a siphon gun style spray gun, but it limits the overspray from going in the air, and it puts material on it like a siphon feed spray gun, kind of like my SATA 5000B, which cost $800. So we're going to go ahead and test this out, but let's get a closer look at it. We're going to unbox it, we're going to check it out, and see what it's all about before we actually use it.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
So if you look at the box, it's got a lot of advertising, a lot of situation that says 5 times the life of a regular spray gun, and it cleans 2 times faster. I don't know why it would clean 2 times faster, probably because it's got a special coating inside the gun itself, and it's got Teflon gaskets and fixtures throughout. High transfer efficiency compliant gun is ideal for clear base and coat. That doesn't even make sense. I think it's supposed to be clear coat and base. Superior volume, delivery, and material savings, designed for waterborne and solvent-based paints. Adjustable fluid control for precise finish. Now, if you look at all this action right here on the gun, that kind of resembles a little bit of a SATA gun. So, yeah, this would be our pattern, which would be skinny or wide. And then this would be our volume up here. And then this would be our air control down here, which is kind of like our green gun, where it's got a built-in air controller. I always leave mine open, and I adjust mine at the wall. Now, if we look at the back of this box, once again, HTE compliant, siphon spray gun, going through the same scenario. There was something here I wanted to show you. Air consumption at 11.6 CFM. It's going to consume 11.6 CFM at 35 PSI. So the maximum on this is going to be 35 PSI at the inlet of the gun itself, not at the wall. If you have a gauge at the wall, you're going to want to set that up 8 to 12 pounds more pressure, because by the time it travels through your 50-foot hose, it's going to drop down. Here's a little diagram of our spray pattern that it will make right there. You can see that. And nothing really else to see on the back of the box. Basically the same information is on the front. So let's go ahead and open this up, and we're going to get the gun out of the box and take a look at it. It does come with an owner's manual, safety instructions right here. If you're interested in reading that. You know, and one thing it does say right on the front page, and this is very important, clean immediately. That means that once you're done painting, don't let the paint sit in there overnight. Clean it immediately. But on the other hand, being a Harbor Freight special that it is, you have a 90-day warranty, remember that, and for $30 you can get a 2-year warranty, which basically gives you a lifetime warranty if you know how to play your cards right. I'll let you figure that out yourself. So we'll go ahead and get the gun out itself. And it is packaged nicely, I might say. I think I already said that. But let's go ahead and dig this thing out and see what we got. I got my trash can right there. The finish of this gun is very professional, and it's pretty high quality, I'd say. The feel of it in my hand feels nice. I'll be able to use this with both hands with no problem. The only problem we have with this, if you're left-handed like my friend Pete, this can get in the way. And if you precisely set your pattern and you're not paying attention, your finger will literally roll that if you're not careful. So always pay attention to that if you are left-handed. And then over here is going to be our secondary air adjuster to precisely set the air where you want it. Of course, we'll probably leave that all the way open. And I did notice on this gun here, when you leave it all the way open, there's actually a stopper in there that stops it, versus this gun, when you turn this one and keep on turning it, it will literally just come out of there and it won't stop. So, and there's a spring inside there. So you got to beware of guns and get to know them before you actually spray them. Let's go ahead and take a look at the fluid nozzle. It's made out of aluminum. It does have Teflon in it. Seems very nice and precise. The fluid tip itself, you can see that it is accurate and precise, being the spectrum that it is for $100 at Harbor Freight. And you always want to make sure that the fluid tip and the nozzle both are tightened very, very tight, or you're going to get a sputter. Then we have our siphon feed cup that comes with it. And I like this cup, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it has this style of bleeder on it, air orifice, and you can remove this to clean it. Let me go ahead and show you how that's done. So you take this off, and then you can clean the back side of it, and then put it back on here. And when you put this on, you don't want to line it up with the hole. You want to make sure that it's not lined up. So we're going to go ahead and install our gun to our cup lid. And when you do that, let's just go through this. You want to make sure that it looks like this right here, where the pickup tube is facing this way. Because when you're painting, okay, the cup will be like this and all the paint will be down here. So just natural, make sure that the pickup tube is facing toward the front of the nozzle, just like that. This car here is actually a collision job. We had a dent in the middle of this door right here, and we got to paint that and blend it throughout the door. And then over here on this side, we had a big mess. This here was dented in extremely. We went ahead and fixed that. And then over here, the bumper got gouged and scratched, and we had to go ahead and prep that up for paint. Now, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can paint this without blending into the front door. Once I remove the tape tomorrow, if it looks like the paint doesn't match perfect, then I will have to untape that door, blend paint into it, tape it all off, blend paint into it, and then paint the door, and then this side will look normal. So this is a very, very extreme, hard paint job to do, but I think my friend Pete can handle it, being in business for 44 years and doing this most of my life. Okay, I went ahead and put the paint in my gun. We're going to go ahead and set our pattern, see if we can get it set properly for what we're doing. So once again, this is our pattern, skinny wide. This is our volume. Make sure once you get your volume set properly, you're going to want to lock that down. Okay, I have my wall pressure set approximately 40 psi. That's going to give us around 32 psi coming out of the gun. If I feel like it is too much air, I'll go ahead and start closing our air gap right here to fine tune it. But we're going to start out with what we got and then go from there.
So I went ahead and set that, and that's where we're going to lock that down. Let me go ahead and readjust my pattern, and then we're ready to put some paint onto the vehicle.
Okay, so far the transfer of the paint going onto the car is, I would say, compatible to a HVLP spray gun. I still have to put 2 to 3 more coats of paint on it, of course. Once again, this is a candy apple style paint, which requires a base coat, a middle coat, and then clear coat. So it's going to take several coats to cover, and I have to blend all this in. Once again, I do use the $30, $40 gun from Harbor Freight. This is an excellent gun. I love this gun. And I thought I'd come on here and try this one out. We're going to see what it does on our high-end candy apple red paint Ford. So let me go ahead and continue to put the base coat on that vehicle the way I need to. And when we come back, we'll apply the candy apple, which is our mid coat right here. And then I have to put 3 full wet coats of clear. We're going to use this gun for everything. Once again, this is a 1.7. This is not a 1.3 or 1.4, 1.7. I would not recommend to use this for primer. This is more of a painting gun and not a primer gun. All right, if you want to get a primer gun, buy one of these. Okay, this gun right here is a 1.8. This is a 1.8 nozzle. So if you're looking for a cheap primer gun, this might be the one for you. And then this we're going to use only for paint. So we'll see what happens. We'll be back when we got to put that on. And hopefully the Spectrum's going to do the job for us.
Okay.
I just got done cleaning the gun out. And it says that it cleans 2 times faster than a regular gun. Well, this is what makes it a bitch, is this little thing right here. You have to clean that out thoroughly. And then it will go back on there just like that. And then once again, make sure that you turn that. Now I did notice when I was painting on the peephole right here, when I was cleaning it out, shaking it, this, that, and the other, I noticed that paint came out of the peephole. So yeah, you really need to be careful on where you place that little hole right here. It did spray very well. It went on extremely nice. It flowed out very good. And the atomization of the paint came out excellent. Let me show you the difference on this gun versus that. If you look at the protector here, you can take this one off with ease and then just slide it back on there and you're ready, good to go. So yeah, that cleans out very well too. I don't really see why they advertise that it cleans twice as quick. I guess that's just a gimmick that they throw on you. So we're going to put 2 coats of this on our paint, and we're going to use our Spectrum gun to do that with. You can see how translucent that is right there. We're going to put 2 coats on it, and then we'll go over it with our light and see how it matched up. Look what I did. I just fucked up. Wow. Did you see what I just did there? Okay, hold on. Now I gotta clean this gun out. I accidentally poured the paint in the wrong cup. So we just found out that you cannot change cups out. The cups are specifically made for that specific gun, which is crazy. So if you look right there, you can see that the paint blended in very, very well. Now what we got to do, we got to blend in. You can see where I stopped painting as you follow the light. You can see where, right there, right there. So now we got to blend in our candy into this door. And then you can see where the blend stopped right there, where my light is right there. But you can see the coverage on this and the automation came out really, really nice. There's no streaks, no blotches. And it just went on very, very well. And then I blended it into this. And now what we got to do is we got to put our mid coat, which is called the candy coat, on top of that. And it should come out looking really, really nice. Okay, we went ahead and put our 2 base coats on it. Now we're going to go ahead and use our Spectrum spray gun. This is the $100 Siphon Feed HTE. We're going to go ahead and put our clear coat on. Now I got to put 3 coats on, but I'm only going to show you 1 coat, and then we're going to come back for my review. I want you to pay real close attention. This is supposed to be a high transfer efficiency spray gun. Watch real close. Normally when I spray a good amount of clear like I just did in this room, it would be very foggy and cloudy. I do see clouds and fog as we are watching it disappear into the exhaust fan, but I don't see the room full of overspray. And that's what high TF transfer efficiency, high transfer efficiency means, is that you're going to get more material on the vehicle and less in the air. Now if I stand over here in the corner at my mixing table, we can see it looks a little bit foggy over here. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the other 2 full wet coats of clear, and then we will come back and look at this when the job is completely done. Using our Siphon Feed HTE compliant 5 times life Spectrum $100 professional spray gun right there. Well, what's my conclusion on the Spectrum HTE compliant? Let me get the box out here. There we go. the HT compliant siphon spray gun for $100. I'm gonna be honest with you. Save your money. It's not worth it. This gun here does not do anything different than any other siphon feed gun. There's nothing different about it. It doesn't clean any different. And to be honest with you, this gun right here, the $30 or $40 spray gun, Harbor Freight spray gun, Central Pneumatic, actually does a better job than the $100 pile of shit. I'm sorry, did I say pile of shit? Save your money, don't buy it. It's not worth it. It doesn't clean twice as fast. I don't even know why they got that on there. It cleans 2 times faster, 5 times the life. I don't think it is. I mean, that's just my opinion. It sprays like an HVLP. You still get a lot of overspray in the air. There's no high transfer efficiency whatsoever. It still clouds the room up, just like if I was using this gun right here. And this actually has a better pattern. It's more controllable and sprays a lot more accurate. So I mean, I'm just saying here, this is a 1.8 tip, and I can put paint on, clear coat, primer, epoxy primer, whatever I need to spray. This gun for $40 and a warranty. If you figure out how to use your warranty, you can have a free gun the rest of your life. We'll be taking this one back, getting a full refund on the warranty and the gun itself. Okay, so we did test it out, we checked it out, and it's going out. Okay, it's going out. I'm going to take it back to Harbor Freight for a full refund, and that's that. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, thinking that sometimes you get a deal, but most of the time it's all hype and hypo that says nothing but a bunch of fancy graphics and bullshit jargon making you spend your hard-earned money on fucking junk. Take it easy.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.